was off the chain too. The Too Short with the live band was off the goddamn chain.
I mean, Short already was kind of like, I mean, he was a rapper, but I mean, you know, he's kind of like Scarface in the same sense. He's a storyteller. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
the Ghetto was classic.
I mean, Ghetto Boy. I mean, this is my first concert I went to, dude. I got cute to go see the Ghetto Boys. Oh yeah, and it was fire. Like, and they were young. You know, he an old man now.
They were young.
They were young.
They were young as fuck.
So it was, you know, it was hype.
Fighting against that shit, because they were the first Southern rappers.
But see, what was cool about them, they were hood, but they were storytellers. See, they was. Yeah. I'm trying to think. That was before NWA and all that. You know, they still had the element of hood, but they were storytellers. Like, what's the guy with the patch over the eye?
Bushwick Bill.
Not Bushwick Bill, the other one. Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Storyteller. He wasn't necessarily hood, but you know, he was from somewhere that we were somewhere we were familiar with.
No, because he was straight up from England.
Yeah, but he still, but you didn't think that when you was listening to his music.
Right.
So my son Bryce is an exceptional musician. But what I wanted to say, I don't know if you listened to that Charleston White interview, but either he's actually tired, or he's using this as a teachable moment, but it's like this the last hurrah teachable. Like, he ain't doing no more teachable moments at this, because it's like his conversation is about him leaving something for his kids. Black people ain't worth fighting for because they don't want it. Talking about the men that are here, you know, like, and we expected some shit to jump off. He's like, ain't I'm about to jump off. He's like, we're gonna be long and gone before we see another generation of men actually be like, you know, on some man shit. He's like, these boys were raised by their moms. They weren't raised by their fathers. They're not thinking logically. They're thinking irrationally. He's like, that's why they be popping back. He said a man, because a man from back in the day knew no America ain't shit. That's how you beat all the time. Nonchalant, because you know what it is. Right. You don't pop off because you popping off being a black man out there in front. You already know what the end result gonna be. So black women got a little more rope to work with. You know what I'm saying? So that was an example. He was like, you know, so a man's man ain't gonna be out there popping the fuck off because, one, you got a job to go to tomorrow, you got kids to feed, you know, so you ain't acting like that. You ain't gonna respond to a Karen. You're right, gonna ignore it. You ain't gonna respond to it. Right. Not like the brother from Power. Yeah, that was not Power, Empire. Remember his dad
killed somebody.
Yeah.
Talking about Terrence Howard.
Yeah. But that racist was like in his face, disrespecting him in front of his kids, and he lost it. You see what I'm saying? Like that's a whole nother vibe.
He had to go to jail for manslaughter.
Yeah, because you know you disrespected me in front of my children. Yeah. And you know, and we out at the mall waiting on Santa Claus, and this is what you choose to do. So you gotta pick your battles. And he's saying these young boys said the same shit I was saying. He's like, man, they trying to be cuter than their mamas.
I'm getting more of that Mary Berry tea.
So I was like,
Yeah.
well, he basically saying, what I be saying, DOOMED. He done, dude. I mean, you can look at his body language.
I mean, because you know what happened was he didn't realize how fucking far nigga this shit is, how far we gone. And it's like, nigga, these niggas are so far and so distracted, nigga, you can't even, because my thing is you can't even clown no more to get people attention, because you had to get that shit straight from Cam.
Right. Right. But see, what was crazy, what makes Cam look weak, Cam didn't do his homework and was talking to him like he was talking to some internet nigga.
Yeah, that's what he fucked up.
So,
but you know, that nigga don't do research.
Right, his team supposed to have done that. Somebody dropped the ball on that. But even after watching some of his episodes, he don't really. He it's like he do it on the fly. Like he don't. He feel like he ain't got to do that.
He think he good.
Right. It's like no, nigga.
Some niggas you gotta get out, nigga.
You need notes, nigga. You need key notes. Cause he be going off the topic too much and talking about himself, and it's not about you right now, brother. This is why you gotta come on now. But anyway, Charleston.
You want to look at the menu real quick, or you good?
Charleston is saying, like, you know, the fact that his life is being threatened is like letting him know that, you know, black folks don't give a fuck about him, don't give a fuck about his message. He was like, you want
2 sides or 3?
Just the 2. You talking about the 2 pieces? 2 pieces of fish?
Yeah, with the fish you want, but I'm talking about the size. They come with 3 or 2.
2.
Yeah. This song right here is me. Drum, written.
So yeah, so Charleston is saying how brothers is willing to.
How's that broccoli cheese casserole?
I don't know, I never ordered that. It's saying how these brothers is out here wilding over some internet shit, taking it to a whole nother level, which is probably being orchestrated by higher ups, and he's seeing he got the message.
So what you want, the fried apples and what?
Something smells, huh? I said the fried apples.
Support for NPR comes from The Lion King, on Broadway since 1997.
Damn, macaroni and cheese.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just hoping to just really have fun today. This office party that we're having.
So
yeah, man. So let's get right into it. You know.
He got the message. It's basically what he's letting the world know. Is like, you know, y'all niggas ain't worth me losing my life over. He was like, you know, so he's bringing up, you know, Malcolm X died broke. You know, he's like, all our leaders. He said their kids hate us. He was like, you don't see their kids latching on to the communities and doing things in the community. You don't see none of my little teen kids out here doing nothing with nobody. He's like, they despise us. Because, you know, we the reason why their daddy not here. They never got a chance to know their daddy. They don't want nothing to do with us. This how he talking, dude. So I'm like, yeah, he at that point where he like, either this is a manufactured exit, because you created the chaos. Your job is done. Like how you were saying, your job is done now. You can exit the scene. You know what I'm saying? Just like Sean King, you can exit the scene now, nigga. You can put your people in place. Now you going out looking like a victim.
Fried apples
and everybody
going to make sure fried apples
mac and cheese. And everybody, you know, gonna feel sorry for you and never think about you again because you'll be out of sight, out of mind, just like Grandmaster. Ain't nobody thinking or talking about him. Ain't nobody thinking about him or talking about him right now. So it makes you wonder, like, if these ops, are these ops? Because, just like that other dude, Rashad, I forget his last name. He went to jail and ain't never to be heard from again. He would just stop asking about it. I mean, it's like, too many unanswered questions. We don't have the luxury of having our questions getting investigated and answered and coming to some kind of closure. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he was saying it ain't, and so Charlie was saying it ain't the women. He said the women are tired. He said the women are tired, they're exhausted. He said we've leaned on them for the last 50 years. He said they're tired. He said we the one. Because then the guy was like, well, we need to heal them. He's like, no. He said, they don't need to be healed. They need to be relieved.
Yeah.
He said they need to be relieved. Meaning, like, take up the slack. He said they can't lean on them no more. They tired. You know what I'm saying? And then he was asking some good questions. And he was like, so how do we prevent, our sons to go on out like that? He was like, raise them. Be around them. Treat their mama right. Can we start there? He was like, you'll do wonders. You'll be surprised. I was like, this is crazy, man. Yeah, so it's a good interview. I highly recommend folks sit down and listen to it because, it's like an OG. He ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? He been through it just like most of us been through it. You can relate to him better than you can relate to Obama. Let's just say that. He's more relatable than Obama is. Charleston White. Charleston White reminds you of your favorite uncle.
In this
that you only see on the holidays when there's alcohol involved. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's all I want to say was just like, it's just like he talking like, it's up to black people to figure it out. Like, can't nobody make y'all do it. Y'all got to want it. I'm like, I've been said that. I was like, dude, like, folks ain't trying to. I mean, if that was the case, like he said, if that was the case, we was playing when it was George Floyd and they were talking about, Palestine and Israel. He was like, nah, man. He was like, Tamir Rice. See, that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, every time y'all want to bring up some shit like that, let's talk about Tamir Rice. Let's go. Let's revisit that. We didn't make enough noise because there was no laws changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's happened. So let's revisit that and get some legislation moving.